I'm Ginger Jester, and welcome to today's Native Woman. Today's topic is Native cooking, and I'd like to dedicate this segment to the history behind it. When white settlers first came to what is now known as the United States, they interacted with many Native people in various ways. Though the history is complex, through it all, both groups raised animals, planted, harvested, and prepared food, greatly influencing each other in various ways. The Europeans were quick to incorporate major Native American dishes into their diet, thus preventing them from starvation. Wild rice, which is a native grass, which can be harvested only by the labor-intensive process of gathering the stalks by hand, usually using a canoe. In some areas, Native American tribes have legal control over the harvesting and processing of this delicacy. Many foods of the southeastern United States are adaptations from original techniques used by native tribes, the Cherokee being the most prominent. The legacy includes fried green tomatoes, cornbread, hoe cakes, bean bread, many peanut dishes, and the cultivation of the southern green called ramps. In the Pacific Northwest region of the U.S., the technique of plank roasting salmon and fish is still used today. The cook seasons a salmon and affixes it to a board of fragrant cedar or alder wood for baking. In the traditional method, the tribe having a feast or potlatch would suspend the salmon or cedar planks over an open fire. The flavor of the fish, wood, and smoke milled. The dish is a mainstay of the Pacific Northwest cuisine today. Corn is the center of the food culture. It is referred to in various native languages as sister, maiden, or mother. White, blue, red, and yellow varieties are used. Dried corn is favored for its storage and keeping qualities. Groups of Native Americans still bake corn in large amounts in community fashion at harvest time by digging a pit in the ground. They line the pit with rocks, burn dried wood over the rocks for several hours to reduce it to embers. Cover the embers with corn husks and stalks, and cover it all with ears of corn. Cover the lot with more stalks and husks, pour water over the pit, and then bury it in canvas and dirt, and leave it overnight. The roasted corn that results may be eaten then, dried in the sun, or frozen for later use. Fry bread, originally an adaptation based on ingredients supplied by the federal government to Native Americans on reservations, is now a bona fide specialty. It is made from a simple dough of flour, salt, baking powder, and water, which is pounded flat and quickly fried in oil or lard. Some varieties may add lard or other fats to the dough. The fry bread may be enjoyed plain or with toppings. Adobe bread are thick yeast loaves still baked in the traditional outdoor wood-fired earth ovens called hornos. If you'd like to try some of these dishes, every Wednesday the Helena Indian Alliance offers Indian tacos from noon to 1. Glad you tuned in, and I hope to see you soon.